everybody, and welcome to a very special Amazing Race recap show where Comedy Jonah, John, and I are going to fill you guys in on what we thought of last night's episode, and we have lots to say. But first, let me let you know, if you missed any of these shows back, you can watch them at yourrealityrecaps.com. But you should be watching us do them live over on YouNow, so make sure you become a fan over there. You'll get alerted every single time we go live. You can hang out, put your questions in the chat, and it's just fun for everyone. You could also help support our shows by becoming a patron at yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. Patrons have access to the patron-only group, weekly shows just for patrons, prize giveaways. I should have said people that subscribe on YouNow also get John's cooking show exclusive for them too, which is fun. And if you have any Amazon shopping to do, use our Amazon link, yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon, or click that ad or any of the ads around if you're watching on our website. Thumbs up and subscribe, click that bell in YouTube, leave a comment below. 5-star rating and a nice review in iTunes is great too. I couldn't help but notice that after 8 years we have 7 iTunes reviews. 7. It's like 1 a year. I might as well just stop posting them there, because I don't think anyone cares. Sorry, John's talking to me, and you all can't hear him, so let me bring it on in. Everybody, it's Comedy Jonah.
Hey, Lily! Hey!
Who is Lily?
Oh, my gosh. If you're going to be besties with Rachel and Alyssa, you have to know that that's their nickname. That's Rachel's nickname for Alyssa. Lily!
I knew it was. I was testing you to see if you really knew, or you were just quoting random words.
Why am I being tested? I'm the one initiated it.
Well,
you don't test the tester person.
Well, look. Here is what I have to tell everybody right now, John. We have to tell everyone to spread the word. Spread the word. Let everybody know we're live. Share this show. Share megaphone.
Share.
Up arrow, and of course, become a fan.
Friends, wink, poke, whatever you kids are doing, do it.
Do all of it. John is clearly on Nupper today. On
vacation in 2 days. Woohoo!
Well, good. Well, wait. Here's what I want to just put this little side note in quickly as well, because we know we have Big Brother coming up in like less than 20 days. If you guys want to be a live feed updater for us here at Reality Recaps, the form is now open. yourrealityrecaps.com/updaters. Go there, fill out the form. You get to watch the live feeds for free. While you're an updater, you can win prizes, and you get to be part of the YR family, and we love you.
Yeah, and you're watching them anyway, so
how about you help us out?
This is extra stuff, guys.
Yeah. It's like, if you're not a subscriber, you're not a patron, you're not donating, be an updater. Help us out. Throw us a bone. We're really breaking our backs here for you guys.
A nice big bone.
Nice big bone to break. Now, look, I don't mean to feel entitled, John. However, I feel like I really took a bullet for everyone. Whoa, what happened? You just turned into the devil. What just
happened? I'm a little sunburned. Just kidding.
Don't ever do that. This is why people should be watching the video version of this show if you're listening to the audio-only version on iTunes and not leaving a review.
Ooh, snap.
John just turned into the devil. Look, I took one for the team, John, because here's what I heard. I heard through the grapevine that there was a lot of drama on the Nicole and Victor podcast.
Really?
There was. So I decided I was going to fire it up and I was going to listen to it. Now, here's the opener. Okay, you ready?
Oh, I'm so excited.
Bring us in, babe.
Welcome to Coco Caliente. Holy crap.
And I was out. And I was done. And I was like, nope, I'm good. I'm good. As soon as we started Coco Calienteing and high babing, I was out.
That's the drama? That's all we're listening to?
Well, John, there is apparently a lot of drama. Now, look, here's the deal. You're right. I was going to go through, because here's what I've heard from their last podcast, that there's, as with all things, there's their version of the story of what happened on the mat with Rachel and Alyssa and blah, blah, blah. And then there's the other side story. And then somewhere in the middle, there's a truth. So I was going to go through and jot down their plot points, and then I thought that we would discuss them. But then John told me, I'm going on vacation next week. And I was like, what's vacation? And you were like, how you have off for the weekends? And I went, no. And then he goes, oh, it's like that, but longer than the weekend.
Right. And paid, which you don't know if that is either.
So I got on my handy dandy phone and I went, boop, boop, boop. Rachel, I need someone to fill in for John next week. And will you be available? And Rachel said, yes. So, Rachel will be joining me on next Thursday's show while John is tanning on vacation. And I even got it cleared with PR. So, my brain's blowing up.
Wow. And that you actually cleared it this time.
I cleared it. We're going into Big Brother.
Nothing can go wrong.
I don't want to piss off CBS before Big Brother starts. So I was
Nothing can go wrong.
Clear checks.
Nothing can go wrong.
I don't know, John. I've heard through the grapevine that she might have seen some of these shows and some of the stuff that you said. So I think I'm going to be in an awkward position next week.
I have data in Mexico, so maybe I should do it.
Oh, please. You're already aware. I'm going to throw you under every bus. If there's anything I said... If there's anything I said, I'm going to say you said it. If there anything, Rachel's upset. That was John.
You should, because I would do the exact same thing to you.
I know. So John did it.
I do that to you.
John's fault.
John said that, not me.
John did it.
Nope, John did it. Yeah, whoever's not there did it.
Right. So my thought was I'm going to put a pin in the making the notes from the Nicole and the Victor podcast and their version of it. I'll wait till Rachel is here next week, because why would we weigh in on it when we'll have half the answer?
Why? It's so smart.
We have enough to talk about on this week's show where they're off to Ballenberg. And you know what I say. Any town that starts with balls, I'm all over.
Oh, see, I thought it was, I'm bawling, I'm crying, Ballenberg.
Oh, no.
Of course you would go for the dirtiest one, but yeah, go ahead.
Apparently you went for the dirtiest one with that shirt. But let me say, I don't know.
That's reaching. Here's Eric.
I know.
Reaching.
I'm tired. It's been real hard over here lately, John. I don't want to cry.
We're wearing the same color today, Lee.
I don't want to ball in Berg over here.
My mind's halfway on vacation, so I'm barely here.
Oh, this is great. This is going to be a great show. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks all. We appreciate it. You should be thumbsing up, subscribing, sharing on social media.
I don't know why we only have 7 reviews. Anyway, go ahead.
And make sure when you leave that review, you lie and give us 5 stars. So Corey and Tyler are the first ones out of the gate. And unlike us, they want us to know we're not doing drama. Let the other teams fight. Let the Big Brothers, the Rachels, all those people, let them fight. We're gays, and we're not getting involved in that drama.
And I love it. I love that the gays aren't. And you know what? And their little plan's working, because they really have there's no bad juju between them and any of the teams.
You're not allowed to say juju.
Why not?
It's racist.
It's slang. They don't have any bad energy with any of the other teams. How's that energy? Is energy racist? Did
you give them your special necklace from last week's show? Is that how they were able to repel that bad energies?
I don't know. I could have been on one of the pit stops. You could probably see me in the background waving.
Yeah. So cut to Rachel and Alyssa. Lily. Who we now find out it is officially Rachel's 32nd leg.
Which is amazing. That is such a huge accomplishment. I'm so glad like we talked last week on the last episode, I wanted her to at least make it to this one because, yeah, no one else has done it. She's the only one that has done this many legs, right?
She is the only one. She is officially the hard holder, the race winner. She's what she is what I'm saying.
Like they do on Saturday Night Live with the 5 hosts, they give them a jacket. She needs a jacket, the 33 legger.
Yeah,
jacket.
She needs a 32 leg is now.
32 legger.
Right, 32
kegger, whatever.
Legs. I'm sorry, now I'm imagining someone with 32 legs, and I just don't know how it
like
works.
It could just be like a flower, but just legs.
Like a leg flower.
Just legs.
Now... This is the turning point. I mean, look, here's the thing. If we're just going to be honest, I have tried this whole entire season to give Nicole and Victor credit where Nicole and Victor credit is due. And I've really tried to rein in saying anything negative because I know if I even have one critique, it'll send all of them down a rabbit hole of hell and everyone will come attack.
You said you're trying not to say anything negative? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, about Nicole and Victor. I've tried only to keep it positive.
Okay.
Because they're like the people where if you say one thing, even as a joke, it's like blows up and it's the worst thing ever. But I'm sorry, I'm just forewarning, I'm not going to be able to control this episode.
Now, when you edit these shows, do you have sound when you edit them? Can you hear yourself speak?
John, people would agree that I've been very positive towards Nicole and Rachel. And by the way, nothing
that Let's ask Maximus' mom. Let's see if she agrees.
She's drunk. She can't even form a sentence right now.
Oh my God, talk about my angel like that.
She's drunk all the time. Yeah, so I'm just going to say nothing's going to negate the previous. They should be proud of things, and I think she has done great and come out of her shell, and all of those things all still apply, but I have a little different of opinion of her on this episode.
Okay.
Starting with, at the start, her and Victor being like, we're not about the drama. We're not going to do the drama this episode. No drama. We're friends. No drama.
Well, I think she's trying to keep her brand alive. So she doesn't want any drama. She doesn't want to get any further in with the Riley sisters. And yeah, I think she's trying to stay neutral, but it's, yeah.
Yeah, she's trying to stay neutral. I mean, look, I'll give you a little tidbit. I did listen to like the first 10 minutes of their podcast from last week. Sure. So here's an example. They said that they never had an alliance with Rachel and Alyssa or the Big Brother people.
But
and
we saw it on film.
Well, she's saying that it's very edited. And that when people come to you and say,
they have body doubles that come in and put their hands all together saying, we're all together, Big Brother.
I guess.
Some editing. That's quite some editing.
That is some editing. And just basically them generally saying they don't, hang out a lot with them or at all. Okay, John's left the show.
Sorry.
Oh, look, you found Nicole.
He just fell. Sorry.
He just fell? Okay, John's done. He's
sorry.
Left, and he's
live
now
show, Mookie. Live show.
It's a live show. Your dog fell. Do you know what would happen if my dog fell during the show? I would look at him and go, "This is your fault. Mama's live right now. You got to take care of that yourself. Just relax. Just stick it in a cage."
45 minutes.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, just basically they said that Rachel and Alyssa are not anyone that they've hung out with, that in all the stuff that they're doing on the 6 hours in airports and on airplane, that they had no relationship on the show. And any of the relationship on the show is highly over-edited, that it didn't exist, nor did this alliance really exist.
I absolutely believe Nicole, because you can tell, like even I was saying early on in this season on these shows, why aren't the Big Brother people talking more? Doesn't seem like they like each other or really know each other. And there's a lot of drama in that, show and house guests and stuff. And then when we saw the fake alliance thing. It looked really fake and staged, and so I do believe that they didn't have an alliance.
I know. Yeah. Well, whatever. So we find out now that there is an equalizer. Like, all the teams are running off. They got to make it to, like, this town square. But then, just like always, town square does not open until 7 a.m. You're all equalized in time. There was no point of you ever being early for anything in this race.
Then let's all get on the plane together. Do you know what I mean? Like, we'll just equalize it from the start of the next leg.
I just don't get it. I get it. Honestly, it has to clearly do with, a production standpoint. They can't afford to have, like, one crew 4 hours behind the next crew and they can't have all these crews separated by,
Right.
Days or whatever. So, fine.
Is Rachel allowed to answer questions like this, do we think, next week, or no?
Oh, from what I hear, based on the things that are being said on other podcasts by other people, apparently you can say whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, okay. We're going to get lots of answers next week.
So I think we're going to get a lot of answers. But
and everybody tuning in, get your questions ready.
Get your questions ready. Of course, you can tweet me your questions anytime using hashtag WireAlive. And again, to be clear, it's not use hashtag WireAlive in the chat room. I mean, that is helpful for Lindsay when Lindsay's grabbing questions. But if you want me to pull them up down here, you have to tweet me them using hashtag WireAlive. People get confused about that. Anyway, Rachel, speaking of, decides to use this equalizer time to mend the relationship with Leo and Jamal. And like I told you, they had a friendship outside of this race from the first time that they raced. So it was interesting to watch the conversation. What did you think of the Rachel and Alyssa basically saying, look, we screwed up. We did try and give, Nicole and Victor a heads up. It was because of the alliance, but it's not like we were specifically throwing you guys under the bus. We were just giving them a heads up. Helping.
Well, she was throwing them under the bus. Alyssa was telling the Afghanimals right to their face, it was all Rachel. I said nothing. And that's a lie. I mean, but I would be doing the same thing. I would, especially if I was Alyssa, I'd be like, Kurto said it all. It was not me. I said nothing. I'm going to stand here and also shame her. Shame.
Yeah.
Lily.
I mean, we have to stop telling people that this would be our plan if we ever got on one of these shows. We would just blame everything on the other one when the other one was whoever we were talking to. Oh, that was John's fault. I would never do it to you. Yeah, John. Mm-hmm. All his fault, not mine. Yeah, I thought it was a little bit interesting. I like the Brett and Chris trying to spy. Like who? Let's hear what they're saying.
Hey, Brett, get over here.
I mean, now look, I also do not want to. I also am trying to be fair. I mean, obviously I have my favorites, but I am also trying to be fair. I don't at all mean to say that, Rachel and Alyssa are infallible in anything they do in this game. I think it was a big mistake that, it's clear Chris and Brett are saying they don't have a relationship with us. They don't talk to us. They don't engage with us. They're not... they're not being friendly to us. To me,
so here's my thing. We talk about, we listen to, that other podcast. They never were really close with the Rileys. Mm-hmm. They said there was no real alliance. So why would Rachel and Alyssa try to stick to an alliance that was not there and then go against the Afghanimals, who Rachel's already friends with from other legs of the show, to kind of sideswipe them because she's trying to keep her loyalty to an alliance that doesn't exist? Is that what you're saying?
Well, 2 points to that. Number one, I don't think Rachel's goal was to throw Leo and Jamal under the bus. I really don't believe that she even said their names. They tried to hide who it was. I really think Rachel and Alyssa would have tried to keep Leo and Jamal safe. And if...
Why are they so mad at them? Why were they so mad at her then?
Oh, no, I agree, because the way Nicole phrased it, it came off as Rachel and Alyssa threw you all under the bus. But it's kind of one of those things where, this power couple, if we're in good with them, it can come around and be back in our favor maybe later. I just don't think Leo and Jamal were ever going to be targeted by Rachel and Alyssa.
No, I agree with you with that.
So that's kind of like, that was kind of my first point to what you were saying. And then, oh God, I had such a good second point. I believe the reason why Rachel would honor a non-alliance is because, one, it wasn't a non-alliance, it was a real alliance, but let's even say it was a non-alliance. I think Rachel is always going to be loyal to Big Brother people. She is... I am Big Brother, Brennan. She is Big Brother. She's girl power. I think she's going to be loyal to Big Brother people over other people. So that's my reasoning for your questions.
Thank you.
And BB Boston, I believe, said she did not say names. She didn't throw anyone specifically under the bus. She only gave them a heads up. So it's true.
How would Nicole know it was Afghanimals and which are right? That Nicole's right.
I don't think Nicole even said it was the Afghanimals. She just said a blanket. Rachel and Alyssa said, you all are coming for us.
Oh.
She didn't give like a specific name. She just said like, Rachel and Alyssa said, you guys are all coming against us. Whatever.
Gotcha.
Okay. Leo and Jamal seemed to forgive her. Well, Leo seemed to forgive her more than Jamal, but then in their confessional, they were like, no, we'll U-turn them if the opportunity rises.
But see, I think even if they really felt that they were good with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
There still can be a strong team. And yeah, you want to U-turn a strong team. Hey, we love you, but we like $1 million. That's why we're all here. So I'm glad to see that they, even regardless of how they felt, would still U-turn a strong team.
Well, they would, and that is what is happening the next morning at 7 a.m. when all of a sudden Phil arrives with streusel and baklava and says, we're going to have a U-turn vote.
Okay, this was insane, and I think they said this happened in 2016 was the last time. I've never seen this before.
I've never seen it either.
And I loved it. I was just sucking it in. Loved it.
I loved it also. I also loved how at the start of it, Phil said there will be no more non-elimination legs. So we know nothing else is going to be rigged for anybody. So that's great. So I love that we know there's no more non-elimination legs anymore. Now, I jotted down, John, our handy-dandy voting. So, the order in which you're picked is random. But I do love that Rachel and Alyssa got to pick first. I feel if there was anything that could help Rachel and Alyssa, it was getting to go first. Like, let them, who are clearly going to be the target, have the chance to put a target on someone else and get a vote on someone else first. I love that they got to go first. And of course, they put their target on Colin and Christy. Do you think that was a smart idea?
I think it was smart in the fact that Colin and Christy are a super strong threat. They are doing these challenges really well. But I probably would have put my vote, or I would have wanted them to put their vote on a team that already doesn't like them. Because now, what? We have another team that doesn't like you? Do you know what I mean? And so, you could have put it on another team that was just as strong.
Well, and what team do you think that should have been for her?
The way Victor spoke to them, it should have been them. It should have been,
Yeah, I mean, that was, I think Rachel...
They were telling the Afghanimals just the day before, their alliance is done, it's over. I'd be like, screw you. And the funniest comment of all season, the brand comment. Yeah. She should have just put it on Nicole and Victor.
I think she wants to try and remain loyal to Team Big Brother and doesn't want to piss off Big Brother fans and stuff like that. But whatever. So Nicole and Victor go next. And Nicole is like...
You're the Riley sisters.
But, we can't hear. And then Victor is like, okay, so yeah. And then Nicole's like, no, I don't know. No. Victor's like, are you sure? I don't know.
I don't know. No.
And then Victor says, the Afghanimals.
What?
To which Nicole then goes, oh God, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. Oh, now all of a sudden you're able to say it?
No.
Here's my... Well, all right, whatever. Let's finish the votes first, and then we'll go back to that. Colin and Christy vote Rachel and Alyssa because turnaround is fair play.
Yep, and they have no real blood on their hands. You did it first.
Right. Leo and Jamal go Colin and Christy. Becca and Floyd go Colin and Christy. So interesting here. Rachel, Alyssa, Team Fun, Leo and Jamal have all stuck to that pack here in this vote.
Mm-hmm.
They all did stick together and do what they kind of said.
Yes.
Tyler and Corey go Nicole and Victor. That to me was very surprising. I did not see that coming.
I was shocked.
Yeah.
That they did that. I really would have thought they would have
went Rachel.
done Colin and Christy. Yeah.
Yeah, Colin and Christy, or I mean,
because they already had so many votes, I'd be like, God, you're a strong team, and what's one more vote gonna do at this point?
Right.
And kind of try to keep the your hands clean. But yeah, shocking.
I think the fact that, we're allowed to have people on the show now, if there is a way to get Tyler on here, I will totally, I would die, but I will totally try and get Tyler on here for us. But yeah, I would love to know his reasoning. Although, it could just be from a strategic standpoint, they came in second a ton of times. They could just be thinking, that's the strongest team. A team that keeps coming in second and just missing first, that's a good team to get rid of.
Well, what do you think of his reasoning when he said, I'm just going to go for the team that was last?
Well, that's just because that's better than saying, I'm going to go for the team that keeps coming in second and is a big, strong threat.
I would have said that, yeah. I'd be like, oh, thanks a lot. Oh.
Again, I'm not going to take it away from Nicole and Victor. They're doing really good on this race. Aside from coming in last and having that hiccup, they really are working very well together in challenges and doing very well this season.
Yes. That, getting a little lost and taking too long and almost getting eliminated. And then, of course, Victor's vote.
Right. And
only two mistakes.
Yeah, and they've come back from it. Now, that being said, Chris and Brett are now last. Clearly, Colin and Christy are going to be one of the two teams U-turned. And now there are three other teams up. Rachel and Alyssa, Victor and Nicole, and the Afghanimals. And basically, whoever Chris and Brett put their vote on is who the other U-turn team is going to be. And as if it was not foreshadowing from earlier... Of course, it's going to be the team they have, quote, no relationship with, Rachel and Alyssa. And I love that Rachel gave it right back to him. She's like, this is $1 million. This isn't who hurt your feelings. You could have taken out a good team, teams that have beaten you, strong teams, and you're trying to take us out of the game. Was a stupid move. They even realized it 2 seconds later and were like, oh, that was not a smart move. No, that was a stupid move.
He said he voted with his heart and maybe not strategically, which I absolutely agree. Yes.
It's $1 million. Your heart should not be factoring in.
No.
That is why I will split John's throat in 3 seconds in one of these games. It's $1 million. Ooh, I can buy like 20 new co-hosts. Bye. $1 million.
You mean you would pay? You didn't buy me though.
No, we don't have it now. But now I have $1 million, and I will forget where I came from and burn the bridge. I will split your throat, burn the bridge. You can't get to me. Welcome to the all new reality recaps. Okay. Here's the thing. That whole Nicole whispering in Victor's ear, acting like, I don't know what to do, and then being mad about what Victor did, to me, perfectly sums up what my problem is with Nicole in general. It's manipulative, it's a lie, It's sneaky. She wanted to be able to stand there and go, it wasn't my decision. I didn't know what happened. It was Victor. It was somebody else. It wasn't me. Had he voted the way that she wanted to. But now that he didn't vote the way that she wanted to and the truth came out, we learn you were willing to stab them in the back and you wanted to lie about it and you went about it in a manipulative, snaky way. And it is why people think that she's a snaky, lying, manipulative person. That's how I took that scene.
Well, I mean, she was kind of like that in Big Brother, but I mean, this is a game. This is what it is. I think the only problem that's, as a fan, what I don't like is that she's doing it to her own partner, right? Her own spouse.
Right.
Where it's just, maybe a little shot saying, oh, I just did that, just to cover our butts. Something like, don't throw Victor under the bus. He's your spouse. He's your partner, fiance, whatever.
I agree. I just felt like it summed up completely what always my issue has been with Nicole. I don't feel that it is authentic or sincere when she is communicating with you.
What do you think when the Afghanimals were like, yes, we saw that you were just as shocked as we were, Nicole, when Victor said that. And so we believe you.
I don't think they believe it. Look, again, Rachel and Alyssa and the Afghanimals are close in real life. They're actually real life friends.
Yeah.
They talk a lot and do stuff outside of this race. So I believe that Nicole probably vented to Leo and Jamal like, oh God, Nicole, blah, blah, blah. So I think it was true.
Yeah.
I believe that they were shocked. I mean, and it was a stupid move. Again, $1 million. Go after a strong team. They had a chance to knock out a Colin and a Christy, a Tyler and a Corey, a Leo and Jamal. Although Leo and Jamal are not doing good on this season of the race. So maybe they're not that strong of a team.
Well, it was so funny I could see Brett doing that because, she could just, be a little bitchy queen if she wanted to be. But Chris, I was shocked that Chris was like, you don't speak to us. You don't do anything. I got a relationship with you. Like, it was a little gay.
I mean, it is definitely why. I mean, even look at this past season of Survivor. Just be nice to people and you can win the game.
Yeah.
All you got to do is just be nice. That's
just
why.
Be nice. Or first season of Celebrity Big Brother. Just be nice. Just laugh and giggle. Eat.
Right. That's why I would be the nice one. I would be good cop and you would be bad cop.
I'm sorry. Which one would you be again?
I would be good cop. John, watch how easy this is. Ready? Ready?
People watch the show, right? They know.
No. This is people that don't watch the show and won't know us in a competition. Okay. Ready? I mean, I do this all the time on these shows. So watch this. Hi! Oh my God, it is so good to meet you. I love seeing you here. We're going to do so great on this show together. I'm making a connection with you and I'm looking in your eyes.
Stop talking.
Now, when you say stop talking, is there anything else I can do to make your day better? Massage, food, breakfast, some iced tea, maybe? Okay, so you want me to be quiet, but then still do things for you.
Right. Ding, 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 ding.
Great.
Look it. You're also the smart one.
See? And then I would win you over in time.
It worked. I'm won over.
See? And then you can just be your horrible person to people, and then we'll totally win whatever game we're playing.
Yay! But they'll think I'm the nice one, but it'll be reversed.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It
They'll underestimate us. Yeah.
Just like, well, I'm not going to ruin it. I was just about to ruin a popular pop culture show, that's TV show that's out right now. So yeah, I think it was a horrible decision, but whatever. Let's move on to their whole detour, which is make hay while the sun shines, where you have to cut grass and rake grass and make it into a little grass man. Or go to the cow festival, where you have to dress up a cow. You make a little cow wreath.
Well, that was the U-turn. So the Rileys and Colin and Christy had to do that only.
No. So those were the two detours
Oh,
because Colin and Christy and Rachel and Alyssa have been U-turned instead of
Right.
choosing which one they want to do.
Right.
They
They
have
had
to
to do
do
both.
both.
Right.
Everyone else just has to do one, except for Nicole and Victor, who came in last episode. So now they have a speed bump,
Right.
and they're busy fighting while they're folding flags.
What? Yes. Okay, yes.
Because again, Nicole and Victor, that is where it comes out that Nicole said Rachel and Alyssa, and she, Nicole's like, it's a communication error. That was a communication error when I said Nicole and Alyssa and you didn't do it. Now I look like a real bitch.
And I have more followers. Oh.
And then I like when she's like, I gotta stick up for myself.
What did you caca? Is that a bird? What was that?
She was just like, I gotta stick up for myself. Can't I just stick up for myself? No, Victor, you don't have to stick up for yourself. I mean, no, Nicole, you don't have to stick up for yourself.
Right.
It was just, and Victor's like, I'm just not talking to you. He's like, I'm just not going to talk to you till you calm down. I think that's probably a good way to deal with Nicole. Just not talking to you till you calm down.
Oh, why won't you talk to me? Oh.
Do you imagine when they have kids?
Mm.
The battle of wits that's going to happen in that house.
Just pray for a baritone.
So yeah, I mean, they had to fold their flags for the speed bump. They have to fold their flags, get them all, and then they can get off to the U-turn. But at the same time, Rachel and Alyssa are like, let's go do our cow crafts first. Now, I knew this was going to be no problem for Rachel. Rachel is a crafty queen. Rachel loves a craft
More
product.
ways than one.
Yeah. She loves a craft project. She loves a hot glue gun. Rachel, when I saw that was the thing, I was like, Rachel got this.
Oh, even Lily was like, you got it, Lily.
You got it. We're going to do it. So they did. They beat, Colin and Christy also went there with them to bang it out first. They were struggling a little bit. Rachel and Nicole made it out of the gate first. And then it reminded me, we're dealing with animals again. As soon as Rachel could not move that cow, I was like, here we go.
Colin?
No,
Colin?
Rachel. Remember, Rachel could
What
not...
was the cow's name? I thought it was Colin. What was the cow's name?
Oh, maybe the cow's name was Oliver.
Oliver, that's right, yes.
I came up with that on my own. Definitely not Maximus' mom in chat. So I was like, oh God, this is going to be their downfall. But then Rachel explains to us the trick for getting a cow to move.
How does she know that?
Gotta do two in the stink. Then you get the cow to move.
Wait, what? What's this? I don't understand.
John, this is a family show. I cannot
I think we're
explain
breaking up. I think our connection's bad.
Let me put it to you this way. You gotta massage the cow's
Tail?
Sure. His tail area. You really want to get up in there in the tail area.
Tail area.
You just want
Is it on top of the tail area or below the tail area?
Well, I think if you were on top, that's probably better.
Do you prefer me on top?
No. Nor do I prefer a cow, if that's what you're implying.
Gotcha.
I just thought it was funny that Rachel was like, you just gotta twist the tail and diddle the butt. Twist the tail and finger the hole. And I was like, well, apparently it seems to be working.
I think we know why Brendan's so happy.
Clearly. Clearly. Although, if you watch the edit back, I love how they gave that to Rachel. Because if you watch back on the edit, Christy is doing the same thing. Christy is she has full hand in the butthole.
I love that these women are not scared of the butthole.
No, they love it, of course.
No, I mean, lots of women kind of are as far as with male buttholes. And it's good. This is a liberation, a butthole liberation.
Should we call this show Butthole Liberation?
This is episode Battle Liberation.
Do I have to put a not safe for work disclaimer on this now?
Earbuds only.
Earbutts only?
Earbuds.
I was just like, you get that cow down the road, Rachel. Whatever you gotta do. Whatever you gotta do, you gotta show a little boob. You're like, come here, little horsey. Come here, little horsey. Alyssa's like, I'll take the front, you take the back, Rachel.
You go, Lily. Go, Lily.
You go, Lily. You get
Go,
that
Lily.
cow.
Here you go.
But, you know, I will say Christy had another approach. Christy finished her craft project, and she went
What's
a whole...
she doing?
No.
Oh, no.
No. Christy talked to the Cowzora.
Duh. She meditated with the cow.
She had to have a moment. She had to feel which one had the best aura. And that's the cow that they picked.
That they chose. But then getting the cow to move, did she do anything different?
Yeah.
Or
Two in the stink.
just this and not extra stuff?
No, she wasn't milking it. No, she wasn't milking it. I don't think they like milking it.
Milking it.
I would imagine that has to be
Let's call
annoying.
it milking it. That's good.
I mean, would
That's
you
a
want
good-
someone trying to milk you?
You know, this is a family show. I can't go there. Bleep, bleep, bleep.
Insert bleeps.
Insert bleeps.
I don't know. No,
It's warm in here. Go ahead.
But yeah, I mean, Colin had a lot of trouble with it too. Colin was like, I can't. It's not moving. I thought we were gonna finally get the Colin breakdown. He's like, cows ruined my life last season, and now the cows are the worst this season. Death to the cows.
Maybe Christy, because she really know what to do too. Maybe this is part of the meditation program.
Oh, I think he's getting massaged inside and out.
But I thought he was going to break, and he didn't break. I'm waiting for him to break too. Is that bad?
He's not going to break. I wanted to see it. I think we've all been waiting for it, but now I've come to the conclusion it's not happening.
Can someone write down a question for Rachel? Does Colin ever break even up off camera?
I don't think she'd be allowed to tell us that. Hasn't aired. She would only be allowed to talk about I mean, I guess we could say
Off camera.
Previously. Yeah, because let me tell you, off camera is Nicole and Victor's favorite phrases in their podcast. That's why I was like, I can't believe they're allowed to say this stuff. Like every other word is like off camera when they weren't filming, off camera what you all
How
missed.
do they get all the episodes ahead of time, and that's why they know what's off camera, or are they watching it like we are?
No, they're actually the people that were on the race, so they experienced it all.
No, but what I'm saying, oh really? Because I'm a freaking idiot, so I didn't know that.
I didn't know if you thought they were robots.
You know how all the editing and stuff and producer manipulation you talk about?
No, they don't get it ahead of time.
They don't get the episodes ahead of time. They watch it like we do. So then how
Correct.
do they know really what's going to be off camera if the shows are still going on?
Well, in relationship to that last podcast I was talking about, it was from the previous episode, the whole
Gotcha.
Rachel and Alyssa fight, Rachel and Nicole fight and all that stuff.
So
And,
it's by what country they're in, and they're like, oh, okay, we're not in Switzerland anymore, so this is some stuff that you didn't see.
Correct.
on
Off
the
camera, off
Switzerland
camera, off camera.
episode. Yeah.
And I
Gotcha.
mean, not for nothing either. Like, I was over there looking on Instagram, which I don't really head to Instagram a lot. Although, if you're on Instagram, please follow us. It's super helpful because I do post all our stuff there too. Rachel and Alyssa are getting like a lot of hate on Instagram because of the whole Nicole and Victor thing.
Why?
It's kind of sad. It's getting
But
like
what are some of the hates that they're getting? I don't understand.
You're a bitch. You don't deserve to be a mom. You're a horrible human. You're the worst player ever. How could you be so mean to sweet innocent Nicole? Why would you betray them like that? You should die.
Well, it sounds like people should not have social media accounts are those ones.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think I should have the power to kick people off social media.
Oh my gosh, would that be, who would be the first person you would kick off social media?
Do you really have to ask?
I just wanted to hear you say it.
Who do you think I'm going to say?
Trump.
No.
Really?
No.
Who?
I was
Me?
gonna say how is Trump affecting me? Chat knew. Maximus' mom in a second.
Oh no!
They would have been like, yeah.
I would have the power to reinstate you, Maximus' mom. Ha, la, la.
Yeah. Maximus' mom is a thorn in my side consistently on every show. Trump is just destroying the fabric of our whole entire society, and we're all going to die anyway
don't
soon.
Go for that.
So what does it matter?
Sweet little innocent Maximus' mom.
Oh, she ain't sweet and innocent. I don't know if you heard, but she's planning... Oh, this does affect you because you're in Seattle. She is planning the Straight Pride Parade in Seattle.
You're so
Oh, I almost choked. So, yeah.
The French Straight Pride.
The French Straight Pride Parade. Meanwhile, back to the race.
Back to the episode.
So Rachel had trouble with the cow. They make it with the cow. Colin and Christy make it with the cow. Flip over to the other side. We have Team Fun, Tyler and Corey at their little cutting of the grass. And who knew that Becca would be a master blade wielder?
Mastered everything, and then she's sitting there just la 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 la.
Let me just tell you, I had a paint, we have like flooding problems. So like yesterday I had a paint. My shoulder's killing me today. And when I say paint, I don't want to make this like I painted a room I painted like a wall, like a 6-foot by 8-foot wall. My shoulder today, I could barely raise my arm. And that one's out there like swinging, cutting grass like it's no problem.
Listen, you're like 39 going on 89.
I know. I don't got it. But then we find out. Now, Rachel and Alyssa make it there. Okay? They make it there as Team Fun leaves and Tyler and Corey leave. So they're off. They're off to the last part of this leg of the race. Rachel and Alyssa get there. Colin and Christy get there, I think, like 2 minutes before them, actually. But we find out Rachel and Alyssa left the clue at the cow stand.
The cow dressing stand. And I love how they just zero in with a spotlight, too, on it.
Oh, my heart just dropped at that point because let me tell you. That was the moment when I knew Rachel and Alyssa were leaving because production put in a failsafe. So here's my point. When Rachel and Alyssa said to Colin and Christy, can I just see your clue for a minute?
That was Alyssa going, can I just see your clue?
Can I just see your clue for a minute? And Christy's like, no.
Absolutely not.
I'm sorry. Is there pigs flying? Has hell frozen over? There's not a chance you're touching this clue.
You sent us on the U-turn. No.
You voted for
and
us.
This is kind of what I mean about, why piss off another team on you when,
right.
The other teams aren't liking you. Yeah.
I mean, I get
Do you think that she would have let them see it had they not picked them for that actual U-turn that they were just on?
I don't know. I don't think so.
That's a good question for Rachel.
That's another question that we'll ask Rachel. What would she have done if they would have helped her? I mean, look, I think Rachel is not playing this game in a big brother manner. I think she's playing it in an Amazing Race manner where, for the most part, other than U-turns, relationships don't really matter. But, I mean, look, it's clearly not helping her. But here's the thing. We all know in The Amazing Race, if you do not follow the rules from your clue card, you then get a penalty. My point being, Rachel and Alyssa just followed and did everything that Colin and Christy did.
Which was smart. I thought was smart.
It was
Just
smart.
keep doing it. Just keep doing it.
Yeah, well, it was very smart, but if you remember from when Tyler and Corey were doing it or Team Fun was doing it, they made a big deal about the person that was raking could not rake until the grass was cut past those like special marked cones or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel was raking the whole time, which makes me think, and they passed her because they just wanted to get on with it. And I think they knew if Rachel gets ahead of another team, we can just give them a time penalty for not following the rules correctly, and they would have been eliminated anyway. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think Rachel...
Totally do.
I think Rachel was going to... In that moment, I was like, they're eliminating Rachel regardless at this point because they're going to say she didn't follow the rules on the clue card. So either way. So sad for Rachel. Whatever. All the teams moving off from that, they now go to their last roadblock, which is Tell's test. William Tell, who shot the apple off a kid's head. I thought this task would have been way more interesting if one of them actually had to sit there with the apple on their head.
Right. Oh my gosh. And then it kind of looked exciting. And then at one point, I think like it was a few times that Rachel was shooting it. Like it just seemed like it didn't even fly through the air that fast. Like it just seemed like it was like kindergarten kind of challenge. It was not for us. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, look, I think...
We should get back to the cow. We should get back to the
Ever since my most favorite moment of all time in Amazing Race history, with that damn watermelon to the face, I think they're so careful about what they do. But that, for those of you that missed it, you know, normally I would put it in here, but it takes so long in the edit. Just Google exists now. Get that little light box in your hand and type in Amazing Race, watermelon to the face.
Oh my gosh.
And I just loved how after she got smashed in the face with the watermelon, her teammate, and exactly how John would have been to me. So you're going to keep going, right? We have to race. We're in a race. It's $1 million.
Get up, Eric. Get up.
Get up. You just took a watermelon to your face. Get up. We're in the middle of a race. I think I have a concussion. Keep racing. Let's go, honey.
Only one pupil's dilated. You're good. Come on, get up, get up.
Oh my God, still one of my all-time favorite moments. Okay, so they have to shoot the apple off the head. The teams that arrive there, it's Tyler and Corey, then the survivors get there, and then Becca and Floyd, Team Fun. So they're kind of like the first three to finish it. We then find out that they got to take a gondola ride. Oh, not a gondola ride, a boat ride to Gisela. Which they do, and it's this big stressful thing. Like, who's going to get there first? Tyler or Corey or the survivors? Tyler or Corey or the survivors? And I loved how they get off the boat, like on the shore, and there's the sign. Do you want to run it? Or do you want to take, like, the train, which will be faster and cheaty? And I just love how young Tyler and Corey are like, we're running! And Team Survivor is like, we're going to take a train. It's the last part, the last leg. You know it is you and one other team, and you're ahead of them. You're going to go for, let me take a train?
Well, for their defense and for, Brett too, Brett has not shown a lot of vigor with being able to run or keep up. In fact, we've seen Chris carry his backpack up hills. Mm-hmm. So knowing that, we're first, but that next team are these two young guys, they're going to outrun us. So why don't we just take the train? We're going to be in second anyway.
I guess that's what they were there. But I would love to know what the difference was in time between when Tyler and Corey checked in and when they checked in. Was there even a chance if they maybe just did a brisk walk? They could have done it.
Don't pass me. Don't pass me.
Don't pass me. Brisk walk. Look, you're both way bigger. First of all, it's Tyler and Corey, and you're in Switzerland still. Just find some hot guy and go, here's 20 schnitzel noodles, take off your shirt, throw that guy...
Call him out.
Call him out, tell him to lay in the middle of the path and act like his leg is broken. Tyler and Corey would be all over that, and they would win.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Lord knows I would.
Even with a concussion.
I would be like, I want to schnitzel your noodle.
Now I know what motivates you in case we do the race. Now I know how to get you a watermelon in the face, but then to motivate you to keep going.
Blonde, tall, muscular. Exact opposite of what I married. So Nicole, okay, not Nicole and Victor. So they're off. Tyler and Corey, as you can see on our handy dandy cheat sheet, they come in first, followed by Chris and Brett. Back over to the grass cutting. Rachel and Alyssa finish it. They're off to the shoot the apple. But then we find out the Afghanimals are lost still. Still lost, driving around. 45 minutes, they don't know where they're going. Insane.
Happen.
Because they didn't have a map. They didn't have a map. I don't get it. Doesn't matter. So Nicole and Rachel and Alyssa get there even ahead of the Afghanimals, but now all the other teams are there. Everyone's trying to shoot an apple off of a head. Of course, Colin and Christy get it 4th. Victor and Nicole get it 5th. Then it basically comes down to Afghanimals, Rachel and Alyssa. And the Afghanimals shoot that apple before them and get, I don't know. The way they made it seem in the edit was the Afghanimals shot the apple, and literally 3 seconds later, Rachel shoots her apple.
Yeah.
I don't kind of think it happened that way because when they're now running to their boat, we see like Rachel and Alyssa like, oh, are they here? No. And then you just see the Afghanimals.
They're running to the boat and like Alyssa's like, are all the cars here?
Yeah.
Are we the last ones?
Yeah.
And
are all
like, no, I don't know. I didn't see anything. They're just running.
And then it just cuts to Leo and Jamal in their boat, and they're like, oh, there is Rachel and Alyssa. It was like, so like, no, they're not. They're not anywhere. What are you saying that for? Did production
It was like they dubbed a voice in.
I really thought it was like a dubbed voice, the way it was said. He was like, oh, look, there is Rachel and Alyssa. They didn't even bother showing it coming down to a race. I thought it was going to be this moment of like Rachel running and them running and who's going to come around the corner first and oh my god, it's the Afghanimal. Nope. They let us know right off the bat Rachel is not winning this one. But again, like I said, based on her doing that clue wrong, I thought there was no way either. I just thought they were going to go for full dramatics. Like they were going to figure some way to manipulate it that Rachel would get to the mat first. Then they would tell her about the time penalty, let another team come in, and then have them lose it. But apparently, we got enough drama with the Nicole versus Rachel and Alyssa situation.
Absolutely. And you know what the thing is that I'm so glad that they finished, right? Because we've seen other teams didn't even finish where they're interrupted going, you're just last. You're so last, didn't even finish the leg. So.
You're just the lastest. It was nice though. Like Rachel seemed to handle it a lot better. I mean, the last time they thought they were eliminated, Rachel was like losing it.
She was totally losing it. And you know what? I think it's Alyssa. Alyssa is just super positive. And, you know, the fact that she was like, you know what? You got to do this with me. And, you know, we have great lives and we have healthy children. And, you know, all of that, you know, is really good. I think, you know, despite other character stuff with Alyssa, I think she's she's this walking Xanax. She's this walking positivity.
Yeah. I loved it. Like when Alyssa said that, like to lose $1 million, basically. I mean, they're not a lot of legs away. I think they're only like 2 legs away from the finale at this point. So you're real close to having a chance for $1 million. And to know that you lost it and your first reply to that is like, we have healthy kids. I just was like, oh, that says so much about what great people they are in real life. Like, it's back to real, like, oh, we didn't do it, but at least we have, healthy kids.
There's so much to be thankful for. We're so rich in other ways.
Exactly. Right? It was very nice to see. And I mean, now, who are we rooting for? I don't know. I mean, obviously, I'm guessing Tyler and Corey is who I'm rooting for now, but who are you rooting for?
I'm still loving Team Fun. I'm having fun with Team Fun.
Ugh, gross. I see Becca in chat says Tyler and Corey as well as who she's rooting for. Well, you were correct, by the way. Last week, to end the show, I asked you, who do you think will be eliminated? You said Rachel and Alyssa.
Did I?
You were correct.
I'm sad I'm correct.
Who do you think will be evicted? Now we know there's no more non-eliminations. Eliminated.
Okay.
Yeah, eliminated. E-words are hard. Who is your choice? And chat too, and you can leave in the comments below if you're watching this back later. Who do you think will be the evicted team next week? Budgie says Colin and Christy. Diane BB Feedstand says Chris and Brett.
I think it's Chris and Brett. Not that I want them to be eliminated, but I think they're most likely the next to go. It's either going to be them or I think Nicole and Victor.
Really? Overwhelmingly, Miss Janny Talley in the chat says Chris and Brett. A lot of people picking Chris and Brett as the next team.
They're barely making it, yeah.
I saw, Maximus Mom says Team Fun, and Kel McFour says Nicole and Victor is who she thinks will go next. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say sure, Chris and Brett. Fine, I'll get on the Chris and Brett train. Although I don't think, sure, Chris and Brett. It's my vote, John.
All right, got the same boat.
We're on the same boat. Now, you're going to be off on a boat next week.
No.
You're going to be off on a plane next week.
I'm going to be in another country next week.
So you're going to probably be taking a plane and a boat.
Just a plane.
Well, we're going to miss you, John. I really hope Rachel doesn't do a great job and bring anybody else in, because then this is going to be an awkward conversation for you to come home from vacation.
She's going to do an amazing job.
Of course she is. Well, we hope that you have super duper fun on your trip, John. And are you going to be tweeting and posting on social media for people to see?
Yes, absolutely. So follow me everywhere at Comedy Jonah and see my trip.
Now, I suppose this means that you're also not doing your cooking show next Tuesday either, because you will be away.
Correct, because if you were watching my cooking show, I did announce it.
Great. No, I was just letting people know who we promoted your cooking show at the start of this, so they might be tuning in on Tuesday and going, "Where's John?" Oh, he's on vacation.
I may have the chef in Mexico cook while I maybe do something live. You never know. I could just pop on.
All right. Well, that is all the more reason to follow you and make sure that you become a subscriber here on You Now. John, I'm going to let you go. Then I'm going to wrap up this show. So have a wonderful trip and vacation, John. We will see you later.
Adios, amigos.
Adios.
Beso, beso.
Goodbye. Yay, that was such a fun show with Comedy Jonah. Okay, now, the people in You Now, you don't have to go anywhere. I will do a little after show with you. Just let everybody know watching this back in the future. Once again, thumbs up and subscribe. Hit that bell. Leave a comment below. Weigh in on YouTube if that's where you're watching, or on our website in the comment section. And let us know if you agree with us or disagree with us. If you're listening on iTunes, 5-star rating and a nice review is helpful too. Of course, you can see all of this stuff back over on our website, yourrealityrecaps.com. You could have watched us doing it live on You Now, so make sure you become a fan over there, or help support our shows by becoming a patron at yourrealityrecaps.com/patron, or you can always do a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal. Of course, you have any Amazon shopping to do, use our Amazon link, yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon, or click in the Amazon ad on our website, or any of the ads on our website is helpful too. And of course, if you want to be an updater for us for the Big Brother 21 season, which is starting in 19 days, go fill out the form at yourrealityrecaps.com/updaters. We love, love, love all of your support. We couldn't do it without all of you guys, so we are glad if you share our stuff on social media or support us in whatever way you can. Until next week, when I'm back here with Rachel, again, live 7 p.m. Thursdays. So for those of you that want to pencil it in so you don't miss it, it will be Thursday the 13th at 7 p.m. Eastern is when we will be live on You Now with Rachel discussing Amazing Race. Until then, I'll see you guys all later. Bye for now, everybody. Bye.